All right, welcome to another episode of Cockles of War. This is my second attempt because my dumbass pushed the camera button instead of the record button, and I was super confused when my camera just shut the fuck off. So I recorded 5 minutes of audio and zero video and have one really great picture. So we're gonna go ahead and restart. Anyway, a very special episode today. We're gonna do either a little nitro spicy gummy bear or the hot chip challenge. I'm going to flip my super cool 50-cent piece I've been holding on to since I was a child. Probably only worth 50 cents still, but I figured when I started keeping it that someday I'd be super duper rich because I'd have the last 50-cent piece, and I've got like 5 of them, and they are not worth anything. But this is what I'm going to use the flip a coin to pick which one of these to do. So basically, I'm gonna do that. Pick one, eat it. I'm gonna set a timer for a minute. I'm gonna try to keep a straight face, thug face, and not make a reaction. And then after a minute, I'm gonna go ahead and try to kill the burn. I got a big old cup of water, and I got some mouthwash. I don't know if the mouthwash is gonna make it 10 times worse, or if it's gonna help out a lot. I'm assuming it's probably gonna make it worse, or else people would probably do that all the time in all the videos I've seen of the hot chip challenge. But we're gonna try that out anyway. Um, I know a lot of you are gonna be like, "Oh, drink milk, drink milk. Milk will kill the burn." But if you guys have heard my milk story, I don't drink anything that's even close to milk anymore. It will make me throw up and vomit anywhere. Long story short, I drank a lot of really, 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 really old sour milk and then projectile vomited for like an hour and a half before work. So we are not doing fucking milk. Also, if you have noticed, my microphone is in front of my face instead of on the table, so the sound quality is probably a lot better. Hopefully it's not too loud. I got this little microphone stand for 15 bucks off of Amazon. God damn it, it is definitely worth 15 bucks because every time I move it, it creaks and groans. Before, it sounded like it creaked and groaned really bad, like the springs were super loud. Oh yeah, you can hear that shit. So, eventually, when I get a little bit more followers and have a lot more episodes and maybe a co-host, I will get a nicer mic stand that is not a giant piece of shit. So, anyway, before we do the hot chip slash gummy bear challenge, I did write a couple things down in my cell phone. Something to talk about. Only 2 things. But I just haven't been able to think of really funny shit lately because I've been listening to the Sean Ryan podcast. If you guys have ever listened to that, he's an ex Navy SEAL. He almost exclusively interviews other Navy SEALs, military personnel, shit like that. I think it's super interesting, and hearing war stories is kind of cool, especially for wars that I've actually been alive for. Not just the same old like in the trenches of World War II kind of shit. So, and if you listen to war stories, they're not really the greatest, happy stories. Some of them are very sad and very horrible. The saddest one was probably the fucking Black Hawk Down in Somalia story from a guy that was a part of that. And so, yeah, I didn't really have the greatest mindset for funny shit. So, I only came up with 2 ideas. One of them I came up with right before I sat on this damn couch and recorded the first go around of this episode. So, anyway, oh yeah, I was in the first try, I was trying to explain the Sean Ryan show. So it's really good. I like it just because it's more of an interview than a hangout. So like 90% of the time, Sean Ryan's not saying shit, and whoever's interviewing is talking and telling stories and stuff like that. And it's kind of a good break just from the chaos of like the Joe Rogan show, where it's Joe talking 50% of the time, the other guy talking 50% of the time, and they're just talking about like the same shit. Like Joe Rogan, I love Joe Rogan. I love his fucking show. But he repeats facts all the time. Like there's coyotes in every city in America and shit like that. So it's kind of a good like I want to learn a little bit of history, learn about like the like post 9/11 war shit. So pretty interesting stuff. But I tried to listen to fucking Kill Tony on the way here to get me a little more comedy vibe, laughy kind of shit, but it was one of those Kill Tony episodes that just fucking sucked. And every bucket pull was fucking trash, and it was horrible, and so I didn't like it. But anyway, one of the things I was thinking about, I tell horror stories about how cold it is in Montana to my coworkers all the fucking time. And every time I do it, I'm like, man, I'm so annoying. Always talking about how cold Montana is when anybody even mentions it being cold. But most of the time, they seem like they enjoy the stories. So I'm always like, it'll be like a little bit chilly out. Like it was like 50 degrees this morning or something like that. And I'm always like, gather around everybody. Let me tell you what real winter is like. I didn't know what warm felt like until, I got a driver's license. And so I always tell like a horror story because it is fucking horrible. People are like, oh, yeah, it snows a lot. No, it snows beautiful. Like, you don't fucking get it. You don't fucking get it. It is negative 40 fucking degrees out, and you just get fucking made fun of if you bitch about how cold it is. And it's horrible, and I hate being cold. I can't handle it. So that wasn't funny at all. It seemed kind of funny in my head when I was thinking about it 2 days ago, but that's trash. The thing I thought about right before I sat on the couch, it was actually when I was thinking about, like, I wonder if this mouthwash would work good to get rid of the burn in my mouth. And I was like, you know what? I'm never going to Google it. I'm never going to look it up. But, it'd be dope to have a superpower where you just know everything. Like, just everything. Every fact, every instance, or even, like, not even, like, well-known facts at all, but just, like one of my jokes was like, I wonder who the first person that made a 9/11 joke was. Like, how quick did that happen? Like, there's got to be at least one person in the U.S. that cracked that joke right before the second plane hit or something like that. So it'd be dope to have a superpower to just be able to know. You're just like, I wonder who did that. Oh, it was this fucking guy from this place, and just know that, or just like, I was on live a few days ago, and I was talking about how. Actually, no, I was on live this morning. I was at work this morning. I went to a job site, my next job site I'm supposed to do, and I was supposed to meet up with GC, and he never fucking showed up. I sat there for an hour waiting for his ass. And so I went on live for a little bit, and I was talking about how, like, I don't really know what a chaplain is, and I've never bothered to look it up. Like, that's been one thing that I've never known, and I see often, but for some reason, I just won't take the effort to Google that shit, so I just kind of make it up in my head. So I thought it'd be dope as fuck just to have a superpower, just to know everything. You'd win every fucking argument. You'd know when anybody is fucking lying. You'd know super duper cool facts all the time. Like, my little brother knows an animal fact. You can name off any fucking animal in the world, and he'll somehow know an animal fact for it because that's all he watches is fucking animal videos and shit. I also watch animal videos, but it's usually when I'm super high on mushrooms, and then I remember nothing from it. All I remember is like how ugly the puppies looked in the scene. But anyway, let's fuck. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do this fucking spicy gummy bear or chip challenge. Let's do heads for the gummy bear. Actually, let's do heads for the chip because I got like the off-brand version. I didn't know which one was the one that everybody fucking used, and this is like the first one I saw on Amazon. So it's Red Hot Reaper Chip Challenge, made from the hottest peppers in the world, Carolina Reaper and Trinidad Scorpion. I've never even heard of the Trinidad Scorpion, but it says extremely hot stuff. Try if you dare. No ID, no sale, which is bullshit because they didn't ask for my ID when I ordered this shit online. And it's got 13 calories. It's got one fucking chip in it. I'm pretty sure this was like $15. It's the most expensive fucking chip in the world. I was gonna pull the wool over your eyes and eat one of my Red Hot Blues chips and pretend like it wasn't a thing for me, and then be like surprised. But all my chips got eaten by somebody, and so I can't do that. So, and then we got the little Nitro gummy bear, and the world's hottest gummy bear. I think this is the one that I've seen in challenges. I watched the TikTok of the guy that goes to the hood, like the ghetto, and makes fucking like crackheads and shit eat the hottest chip for like $40. For $40, if they don't drink any water or anything for a minute, well, they eat it all, make sure it's cleared out of their mouth, and then a minute starts. And if they can last a minute without getting water or anything, then he gives them $40. And all of them just show up like, yeah, I've eaten hot shit before. This ain't nothing. And then they're just absolutely fucking dying, and they're like breathing fire through the 2 teeth that they have left. And it's absolutely fucking hilarious. So he switched to the gummy bears, and I'm pretty sure this is the exact gummy bear that he uses. So let's read the warning labels. Little Nitro is extremely spicy and has the potential to cause skin or mouth irritation. That's great because my lips are a little bit chapped. I got a big crack in the corner of my mouth, so that's gonna get fucking annihilated. The product is intended for adults only and should be kept out of the reach of children and pets. Little Nitro is not to be consumed by those with any heart or respiratory conditions. I could have both of those, and I would have no fucking idea because I'm go to the damn doctor. So that'd be great. How did you find out you had a heart issue? I ate a gummy bear. So, consumer beware, this is not your ordinary gummy bear. From Flamethrower Candy Company comes the next experience for those who seek the heat. Little Nitro has to be infused with our signature 9 million Scoville unit chili extract, making him 900 times hotter than a jalapeno pepper. Holy. I've eaten the whole jalapeno peppers, and that shit fucking sucks. And this is 900 times the amount of that. I wonder if this one's got the Scoville level on it. No, it hasn't. I feel like that would be a very important measurement to have on there. I could give 2 fucks about how much total fat is in a single chip, but knowing the Scoville unit would be a pretty sweet thing to have. So, anyway, so we'll do heads, chip, tails, gummy bear. And honestly, I don't know which one's going to be fucking worse. So, let's see. We're doing the gummy bear. Fuck, man. I was fine with the gummy bear. It didn't seem all that intimidating until I saw that it was 900 times the amount of a fucking jalapeno. That's fucking stupid. I think this was like $15 for it too. So. Okay. I gotta use my box knife to cut this fucker open real quick. I don't know what else to use this sword for, so I'm just gonna use it to open every package that I need to on this fucking show. So thank you, Knife a Month, for the sword. I haven't received my October Knife a Month yet, and it's the fucking 9th, so I swear to God, Porch Pirates took my fucking shit, or the delivery guy fucked it up. I'm gonna be pissed because I was excited for the October month because usually they have themes. Like each month they had like Christmas. I had like a Christmas night and shit, so I was really pumped for the Halloween one. I haven't fucking gotten it yet. I even messaged the bitch and was like, "Hey, I'm still on the list, right?" She's like, "Yeah, you're on the list," and I still haven't seen the fucking one. So I'm just talking about everything else because I'm so scared to use this shit. Need to get a nice sharp shit. Okay. I can tag a Little Nitro challenge on social media. I'll do that, Little Nitro. I should make something super hot, like a super hot brownie or something stupid. Super hot Snickers bar. I almost thought about getting rubber gloves and putting them on before I go to eat this, but I'm just gonna not touch my eyeballs or my nose. I do that shit all the time. Let's put that away. Jesus. This is gonna suck so bad. I'm gonna be shitting fire all day tomorrow. I'm so glad I'm working by myself. Okay, here we go. It's so small. I'm so scared. It doesn't smell like anything. Here we go. Alexa, start a minute. Actually, Alexa, shut up. Alexa, after a minute, play Hot Balls of Fire. Oh, she just shut up on me. Okay. Alexa, set a timer for a minute.
1 minute, starting now.
Alexa, quit playing music. These fucking Alexas are 5 years old. They're a bunch of fucking bitches, man. Alexa, set a timer for a minute.
Second timer, 1 minute, starting now.
Alexa, cancel all timers.
Canceling all your timers.
Alexa, start a timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
Why is it so fucking loud? Alright, here we go. Oh, it's very chewy. It tastes like shit. Oh, fuck. Fine. I'm fine. Oh, God. It just keeps going up. Oh, I gotta let it go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Why does spicy shit give you? That was already a minute. Okay, Alexa, shut off timer. Okay. Not gonna lie, it's kind of wearing off really fast. Except for that sediment tongue. No, never mind, it's coming back. The water definitely kills it for like 2 seconds. Oh, why does spicy shit give you the hiccups? It's like the stupidest fucking idea for the body. Oh, it tastes so bad. It doesn't taste good at all. Oh, it just keeps coming back. I didn't know. Oh, this water is cold. Oh my god, it just won't go away. I feel like I got junk stuck in the back of my throat. Oh god. I'm so glad that was so small. I got a fucking something in my eye. Ah, it's like burning just my tongue. Okay, water's not doing anything. Oh, I forgot. I thought it would be a super funny idea to like eat one of the spicy things and then try to read the Declaration of Independence, and I couldn't drink water until I finished reading the Declaration. Mother, it's coming back so fucking hard. I was gonna read the whole Declaration of Independence, and then I'd be able to drink water again, and I totally fucking spaced it. So, I'm gonna try the mouthwash. Mouthwash. Oh my god, I swear this is the worst. No, that didn't do fucking anything. My breath just smells good. This is gonna make it cold. It's starting to go away. Got it. Still burning. I think it's kind of going away. I think, to be completely honest, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it hurts. It's hot. But I've eaten a whole jalapeno before. And it's spicier than that, I feel like. Or at least like, as spicy. But it's definitely worse than eating that gummy bear. I mean, it sucks. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Those crackheads on that YouTube page that crack out. But, I'd like to save this for the paid subscribers. Because I feel like this is going to be worse for some reason. Because I feel like it's just, like the gummy bear, as you chew it, it kind of stays in the same spot, and it's pretty handleable. But at any point, I could have swallowed it. Like, oh man, my stomach hurts. At any point, you can swallow the whole thing, and it was pretty easy. I feel like the chip, it like breaks up in your mouth and it spreads around, and then you gotta sit there and lick the chip out from between your lips and your gums and shit. So I feel like it's gonna be a lot worse. So I'll do this one. Try to read the Declaration of Independence the best I can. I'm not even really sure how long the Declaration of Independence is, so that might really, really not be a good time, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I'm gonna put it on the Patreon page. Sorry, I'm trying to choose my words, not die at the same time. But put it on my Patreon page so you guys can listen to it there first, and then maybe I'll release it to everybody else after like a month or something. Because I want a bunch of people to see it, but I also need to like make content for the people that are paying for it, because I haven't done it in a while, and I'm so sorry to all of those who are paying for it. I signed the record, so we'll do that then. Damn, my stomach hurts so bad. I feel like I gotta fucking shit a brick. But we're gonna try to finish this episode. What are we even at? We're at 23 minutes. It's been a lot longer. But also, the other thing I actually forgot that I have is the sour, the 3-pack of the sour things. So we can also do those for the next few episodes. Oh, I forgot. I also bought smelling salts. Let's do one of those real quick and take a few minutes. I have a ghost in my room, and she's even giving me my smelling salt because I totally forgot I had them. Holy fuck, my stomach hurts so bad. What about if that's the actual little nitro thing? It's like, yeah, it's spicy, but it actually makes you sick as fuck. Thank you. So, super annoying. Bought these. On the fucking Amazon page, it looked like a regular jar, like a regular vitamin jar like you usually see. Not the case. It's very small. And I thought it'd be like the little pouches that you break open, and it's just a bunch of powder with like a big chunk of something in the middle. So I tried it out yesterday, and I was so scared. I did like a whiff, and I was like, oh, I can smell it. It's not even that bad. So then I really dug my nose in there and took a rip, and it fucking throttled me. Let's put the sword not over here, and let's try this fucking thing. They do this on Joe Rogan's podcast all the time, so I'm a total poser. Copycat. God damn, my stomach hurts. I don't think I want to make it to 40 minutes because my stomach is fucking killing me right now. Watch me be allergic to something in that. It's like, oh, this is the actual challenge. It's going to kill you. Maybe I have fucking, what did the warning say on there? Those with any heart or respiratory conditions. Maybe I got both of those, and that's why my stomach hurts. So, okay, let's do this smelling salt. Oh God, I couldn't tell my brain to breathe for like 5 seconds. I thought I was gonna die. Oh, it smells horrible. God, all this shit smells and tastes like shit. Oh, you know when you get like the air knocked out of you and you can't breathe and you're trying so hard to breathe and you can't? That's exactly what just happened. Oh, that smells so bad. I don't even know how to describe the smell. It's just a very chemically smell. For those who don't know what smelling salts are, they're for big old gym bros so they can hit their maxes. So they snort this and they try to pick shit up. I was trying to think of a way that I could get like one of those little grippy things where you squeeze it and it tells you how many pounds you got. And I was gonna do a test and try it regular and then do that and try it again. But I don't know. I'm gonna use it twice and never touch it again. Oh, I might have to quit this podcast. My stomach hurts so fucking bad. I just hope it doesn't make me throw up because that's gonna get fucking bad. I'll kill myself. So, anyway, so I'm gonna do a chip. Okay, so it's the next day since I took that spicy gummy bear, and yeah, it was absolutely horrible, but not in a way that I was expecting. So it was a little spicy, burned my mouth a little bit. I've had worse, not that bad. Didn't even really last all that long. I mean, it was pretty sharp at first, and it sucked. It was spicy, but it wasn't even the worst part. So I was complaining about my stomach hurting, and I went and laid on the couch, and I curled up in a ball, and it hurt so bad it brought tears to my eyes. It literally felt like someone had a broomstick and was inside of my stomach, just pushing it out right under my rib cage, and I could feel it going down my stomach, and it sucked so bad. I will never eat one of those fucking gummy bears ever again. It was fucking terrible. So painful. So, should have done the spicy chip challenge, but we'll save that for another day. So what we're gonna do with the spicy chip challenge, I came up with a pretty good idea. It's gonna be on Patreon. So if you haven't signed up for my Patreon account, it is $5 a month, and I put out episodes of all sorts and sizes. So I did a couple when I was tripping my face off on mushrooms. Those ones are pretty good. And then I have a couple other random ones. So definitely tune into that. And if you don't want to tune into that, I will release it to everybody else. I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, a month later, something like that. But I at least want to offer it to my paying fans before I just give it to everybody. So I'm going to eat the spicy chip, and then I'm going to try to read either the Declaration of Independence or the Constitution or something, whatever one is shorter, before I am allowing myself to drink water and do mouthwash or whatever. I don't even remember if the mouthwash did anything at all. So I think it just made my mouth spicy and then also really minty fresh. And then when I want to drink more water, it just hurt because of the mintiness of the mouthwash. So I don't know. Probably wasn't a great idea, but I thought I'd try it out. But yeah, so that's the idea. I had a few more things I wanted to talk about before my stomach wanted to turn inside out. I felt like there was an alien growing inside of me. But So I pissed off somebody really bad the other day, and it was so unexpected because it wasn't even one of my worst posts that I've ever made before. So, and it sucks too because it was a very good lifelong friend of mine, and I pissed her the fuck off, and I didn't give a fuck. Let me tell you why. So there's this meme that I post, and I've been posting it like every other year for like 8 years because I think it's fucking hilarious. So it's this meme, and it's this girl making this like grossed out face, like that, like disgusted face, and it says when his height starts with 5. So I'm 6 foot, luckily, so I don't. It doesn't personally offend me at all, but I still think it's dumb as fuck when girls are like, "Oh, he's gonna be only 6 foot tall." Like you can't change that. Girls can literally change anything about their body besides height, but men don't really care about height. So I wanted to stick up for my short king. So what I do is the title when I post the meme, I put when her weight starts with 2, and I've never really gotten a really big reaction off it. I've had some people being like, "You're an asshole," something like that. But whatever. They don't get pissed. This chick got fucking pissed, made a giant thing, trying to shame me, trying to make me feel bad about it. I'm not gonna mention her name or anything like that because I don't care. It's fine. Be offended. Whatever. You're just making yourself look like a fool, commenting all over my post and me not giving a shit. So, and it's something that I have to prepare for anyway. Because if I'm gonna do any kind of stand-up comedy or even just some of my fucking podcasts or anything, I'm gonna trigger somebody and they're gonna get offended and they're gonna want to cancel me and shame me and make me take it down or make me apologize for a fucking joke. Just a fucking joke. I don't give a shit how much you fucking weigh. I've hooked up with all sorts of girls of different sizes, and I know some of them's weight started with a fucking 2. Who cares? We all have our preferences. Some guys love 200 and something pound girls. Guys like me, I don't. I like little skinny chicks. I like them way less than me. Big fucking deal. Doesn't matter. That's my preference. Just like some girls want tall guys, or rich guys, or blonde guys, or tattooed guys, or no tattoo. Whatever the fuck. It's a preference. Big fucking deal. Tons of people don't like big chicks. Tons of chicks don't like big dudes. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I don't give a fuck. I am definitely red flag appearances to tons of chicks, and I don't give a fuck. I'm scrawny. I'm tattooed. I don't have a fuck ton of money. I don't have a giant dick. I am definitely not a million different people's types. And I see memes about it all the time. And I don't go, "Oh, fuck you." I mean, she didn't say it like that, but like I don't get offended and go, "You should be ashamed of yourself. You hurt my feelings." So whatever. I've pissed off people on all sorts of social media before, and this one was just, I've heard it before, but it was just kind of unexpected. It was just like, okay, if you were a stranger, I'd tell you to go fuck yourself. But since you've been a lifelong friend, and I still love the fuck out of you, I'm just gonna play nice. And I'm not gonna say I'm sorry and apologize and delete the post, but whatever. We're still friends. It doesn't matter. I just told her to like drop it. I don't even want to talk about it. Like it's not a big deal. Let's move on. And it's done. It's squashed. So, um, I'm definitely pissed off a lot of strangers online, and those ones are fun because it's just like I don't care what you think. I don't even know who you fucking are. Like one of my posts, I've had a couple posts that have triggered the fuck out of people, and they get so mad, and they tell me all about it in the comments, and then it's awesome because then my followers on TikTok attack them back. Like they like it's like two battles clashing, and I don't even really have to do anything. I can just pretend like I'm not even reading the comments, which most of the time I really don't. Once it turns into hate comments, but the weirdest one, the weirdest group that I pissed off and triggered so bad was fucking stoners, and it's like I get stoned all the time. I am also a stoner. But back when I posted this, I kind of dilly dallied with weed and shit once in a while, but it was nothing crazy. It was some stoner guy on TikTok, and he was like, "People who don't smoke weed, how do you do it? I don't get how you just live life, just some stupid stoner talk, whatever." And then I stitched it, and I said, "That's because we're all alcoholics, you know."
I don't even remember. It was so long ago. It was when I was living in Boise. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. But I said, that's because we're all alcoholics. Yeah, we're a bunch of drunks, but at least we could pass a drug test. And that was literally it. It was something that fucking short. And I didn't think anything of it. It wasn't even. I didn't even put much thought into the post. I didn't think it was going to get any traction at all, and it ended up blowing up. And suddenly, I got fucking stoners, the most peaceful, hippie, like chill, like hey bro, kind of people, fucking passed out. They were so mad, and they're like, oh yeah, well I own my own business, so I don't need to do a drug test. I do it all by myself. I make more money than you do, blah, 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 blah. And then I had people like, yeah, well, at least stoners don't beat their wives and drive drunk and kill whole families. And I'm like, Jesus fuck, like, I don't even have a girlfriend. I didn't have a girlfriend at the time. And I was like, I'm not beating anybody. And yeah, I got a DUI 10 years ago. I haven't driven drunk since. Like, what the fuck? Like, just pissed them off. And then the other, like, little bit of the comments were like, damn, dude, you pissed off the most peaceful addicts in the world, the stoners. And it was fucking hilarious. And people got so mad at me. And then the other one I did, it was stupid. And it's, throwing the word racism at people is so fucking easy. And they never get backlash for it, hardly. Like, lately, people get backlash for just throwing racist at people. But I had this one where it was this dude, and he's like, what's the most racist cartoon you've ever seen in your life? And it was a video of the Aristocats, and there's a scene in the Aristocats where there's a Siamese cat, and he's sitting there playing the keyboard with chopsticks, and he's like ding dong ding dong, whatever. And I was a little drunk, and at the time I just thought it was so fucking funny because I was blown. Like, I've seen the movie before, but when it was like just taken, like that chunk was taken out and put on video, I was crying laughing because I was like, damn, that's fucked up. That is racist as shit. I remember watching the fuck out of that movie, and so I stitched it again, another stitch, and I was just laughing. I didn't say a single word. I might have said "Oh my God" or something in it, and that was it. I just laughed. Again, I didn't think it was gonna pop off at all, and it blew the fuck up. And I had so many people being like, "You're fucking racist. Can't you're not allowed to laugh at that. You fucking white piece of shit." Blah, just all of these people call me racist as fuck when I was just laughing about how fucked up the cartoon was. And then I had the stupidest fucking thing was this white person. Most of these people, mind you, were white people. The Asian people, most of them were like, "That's hilarious as fuck. That's crazy," and they thought it was a great video and they loved it. But a bunch of little fucking white, college kids were like, "You're racist. You're not Asian, so you're not allowed to laugh at that." And I caught one of the comments that said that I'm white and I'm not allowed to laugh at it. And I said, "Oh, so I'm not allowed to do something because of my race," which isn't like a giant like haha gotcha, but I thought it was pretty decent at the time. And then I just quit reading the comments because I was like, I'm not gonna indulge in these people. This video is blowing the fuck up. I'm getting thousands of followers. Like, I could give two fucks about fucking Stacy being pissed at me and calling me racist when it's like the Asian people don't even give a fuck. Like, fucking relax. Like, oh, I don't know. It's like white fucking 20 something year olds love trying to score points with everybody else that's not fucking white. Like BLM, and they're like white as fuck, and it's like, you're just trying to score more black friends, you idiot. Like, shut the fuck up. Or something, maybe not something that serious, but like, it's just, it always seems to be white people being like, hey, how dare you? I'm standing up for my Asian friend. And it's like, your Asian friend doesn't even give a fuck. They're laughing. They're following me from that video. And I don't know. It's just so funny how, and it's crazy because that's usually how you can tell your video is viral. They're going viral because at first it'll have a bunch of positive comments in it. And then as soon as you start getting at least two or three hate comments, then suddenly all the hate comments come out. and then you're a giant piece of shit, and that's when you know like this video is viral as fuck. The haters have tuned in. It has reached their FYP, and it's a beautiful thing to watch, and I fucking love it. Comments don't bother me whatsoever. It's insane. Speaking of fucking haters, so me and my ex broke up. We're still buddies. We still live together. She's getting for work in the other fucking room right now. She's gotten 2 messages now from random people saying, "Oh, guess what? Reed's on his live right now talking shit about you." Or the first girl was like, "Oh, Reed's talking about going out and banging sluts and getting drunk and partying." And I literally in that live I said I wasn't gonna do that, and I don't want to do that because I'm just I'm grown up enough to where I'm not like I'm single. Let's go party and fuck bitches. I want nothing to do with that. I want to work on myself. I want to work on this podcast. Work on doing stand up. I want nothing to do with chicks whatsoever. I have zero interest in trying to go hook up with some randoms. So, and then this chick messages her, says all, that I said the opposite, and then blocks her right away. And I end up figuring out who it is, and going on to my live again, waiting for her to come in. And she's like, "Hey, what's up, Reed? I'm back." And I'm like, "Hey, you stupid bitch." Like, I was mean as fuck to her. I was like, "Why the fuck would you say that shit? You're such a fake fucking bitch. Get the fuck out." She was like, "I didn't say that." And I was like, "No, like, she told me the name of her account before I said anything. She told me the name of it. I was like, I know exactly who that is. So then I blocked her, and that was it. So I guess a couple days ago, it was a work day because I didn't go live at all at work. I've gone live at work a couple times, but not very often. I went today and yesterday, and I think that's pretty much it. And they said that I was talking mad shit about her and blah blah blah. And I guess it was some longerish message because I guess my ex went to someone called her or texted her and she went back. She like left the app and then came back and she was blocked, so she didn't even get to read the whole message. So there's people hating so bad that they're mad that me and my ex are still buddies and hanging out and still living together until we can figure out the apartment situation, that they're literally trying to destroy that, not knowing that we're still best friends enough to where she's going to tell me all the bullshit she hears so then I can be like, "No, here's proof I didn't do none of that." And it's fucking disgusting. Like, whoever the fuck you are, get a fucking life, dude. We got shit when we first started dating from all these people, and they were messaging her and saying like, "Oh, he's cheating on you." And I had the ex before her be like, "Oh, be careful, he beats women," shit like that. And now that we're breaking up, we're getting the same shit just because we're still friends. Like, that's insane. It's hilarious. Like, what the fuck makes you? You could be a fucking 10, and I'd still just be like, I'm not interested. I don't give a fuck. Like, what am I gonna do? You know, you know, what if it turns out we start hating each other because of this fucking lie? What do you think's gonna happen? Like, all right, the first girl that's in this live, I'm gonna move to where you live and I'm gonna marry you and pay for all your shit. Like, what are you gonna gain from that? I know, and this isn't, I know some of my followers on my live are probably gonna see this, but there's really like, I since we've broken up and I've been going live and shit again, there's not a single chick that's shown up in my live to where I'd be like, hell yeah, she's hot, or oh, she's cool as shit, I want to talk to her. None of you in those lives give me either one of those vibes at all. I'm not saying you're ugly, I'm not saying you're not fun, I'm not interested in any of you. So whoever's doing that, good fucking luck. You're never going to get my attention. I haven't seen a single girl since we've broken up that I would be even remotely interested in getting to know. So give the fuck up. You're not getting this penis. So, anyway, there was something else I was going to talk about. Let me look in the notes here. I think I wrote some more notes today. I've been listening to more Kill Tony lately. Lately, meaning just today, because I want to start making more comedy notes and shit and not listen to war stories to where I don't want to do anything. So, let's see what we got here. No, it's just the notes that I told yesterday. I'm having a hard time remembering what I talked about in the podcast yesterday because all I can remember is pain. So, I think that's pretty much it. Let's see where we're at. 17 minutes. I think think I was at 30 yesterday. Yeah, we'll go ahead and call it there. So sorry, it's not, well, I don't know why I'm apologizing. You guys can literally watch the whole thing all in a go. But, fuck this. Don't ever get this shit. It's not that spicy, and it is not worth the extreme fucking agony of my stomach. I imagine it's probably close to how girls' periods felt, but even fucking worse. You know? Like man cold level. Not quite as bad as a man cold, but definitely worse than period cramps. So, with that triggering statement, I'm going to sign off. So, thank you guys so much for being sweet to me and being patient with the podcast. I'm probably just going to do it every Friday for a while. I don't have any guests to come on here, and I don't know. It's been tough. So, but if I get more motivation and I can dish out a couple more in a week, I'll do that too. So, YouTube, obviously, probably where you're watching this, Spotify, and Patreon. Just look up Cockles of the Heart podcast, and I'm the only one on there. So, thank you guys so much. I love you, and good night.